All right, we're live. Welcome, welcome. Oh, welcome. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is where you are. Buster Gundo, Dogs are Garbage, aka Ashley. Okay. All right. Hope you can make it, Ashley. Keep going strong. Whatever you do, keep going strong. A lot of excellent content being put out here. Man, we're putting in a lot of quality work out here, and I love it. I love it. How's everybody doing this evening? I won't keep you long here. It's just one of my random live streams. If I had more time on my hands, I would definitely have a lot more content. But bear with me. Bear with me. All right, Gerard the King in the building. Nikki Vaughn in the building. Dump Dogs in the building. Four-Legged Plague in the building. Right? Sibby, Tammy. What is up? Stars, Oz. El Desgraciado. Rated Forever. What is happening? Now, this topic was actually requested, I think, by Bayou Raptor. Longtime follower. He's made a lot of requests. Haven't gotten around to following up on the requests. At least not that often. But I wanted to talk about this. And I've talked about this before several times, right? How dogs are just not receptive to affection. And, most importantly, you have dog owners themselves out here saying exactly that. My dog is not affectionate. Why isn't my dog affectionate? Right? Blah, blah, blah. They want to say that dogs are so loving, but yet they are out here all over the internet by the dozen, hundreds, thousands, trying to find a solution, trying to figure out why their dog is not affectionate. Well, it should be common sense. That is a human emotion. It's a human emotion, and it emphasizes the importance of sticking to your own kind. See, we wouldn't have to deal with this, looking for signs and all this kind of crap, if we simply stuck to our own kind. That's where the problem is. Look, you're not a bad pet parent if your dog doesn't like to cuddle. Another one, why is my dog not affectionate? Another one, my dog is not affectionate towards me. Help. There are a lot of articles out here like that. But it's very simple. This is a human emotion. Dogs are not receptive to affection. Really, on your part, it's a waste of time. A big waste of time. Now, history, as we all know, is replete with examples of dogs being shown affection and the dogs responding to affection with violence. Right? They attack. Just recently, in the story about Brooklyn Corinne, or Coraine, she was petting the dog. She was petting it. She was showing affection to it. Seconds before it attacked her. We've gone through so many stories, there's no way we can possibly remember. Of, oh, I went to pet it, I was petting it, and it just attacked me. Just jumped up and bit my face off. Now, let's take a look at some actual footage. You cannot get any you cannot get better evidence than actual footage. So let's check out the footage. Most of these videos, I know most of you remember. Okay, let's go over them again. Because this is serious. Because they put a lot of stock in the belief that their dogs feel love. And that dogs in general are loving creatures. They are absolutely not. Shout out to Charles D. Curry in the super chat. Said he shared a video. Shared my video with the guy that got attacked by some mutts. Got cut off. You will lose family and friends behind addressing their dog nuttery. Yep, and I have. I have already, because I had to inform a lot of my family members, like, look, I can't be coming into your house. I mean, I'm not going to do it. And yeah, they're looking at me sideways now. Like, what? You know, what happened to you? You've lost your mind? Oh, you're into some crazy stuff. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. We talked about stories. Some of you may remember where children have been kicked out of their parents' home because they did not like their parents' dog. Happens all the time. I mean, you got dog lovers who actually online saying that they love their dog more than they love their kid. We went over that in videos in the past. Just Google it. I love my dog more than my kid, more than my spouse. Yeah, this is dog nuttery for real. No exaggeration. Now, we all remember this video. This man showing affection to this dog. He's hugging it. He kisses it. And the dog bites him in the face. Huh? In response to this affection, right, he's got his hand wrapped around the mutt. And he goes to kiss it. And the mutt bites his face. Does it look like that dog is receptive to affection? No. What does this tell you? This tells you that you need to stick to your own kind. Different species, they have their own ways of communicating. Isn't this sad? Isn't it sad that there are people out in the world who actually need this to be explained to them? Boy, oh boy. Unbelievable stuff. Now, I know you all remember this one. Mr. Affection himself. He wanted to lean in and French kiss this dog. It looked like this man was ready to French kiss this dog. Look at it. Oh, baby. Oh, my darling. Right? That's very affectionate. And that's all it took. The more affectionate you get with dogs, the more likely it is that you're going to get attacked because they don't understand it. They're not receptive to affection, people. These dog nuts, they don't know this. They think licks is affection. It's not. Right? It is not. That is the way dogs beg for food. When dogs lick you, go ahead and Google it, dog nuts. I'm not going to pull up the evidence every time for you. Hold your hand through this. You got access to Google. Go ahead and Google it. They lick as a way of begging you for food. They do this as puppies. It's instinct. Puppies, without anybody training them to do so, they will come out of the womb licking their mother's face as a way to beg for food, trying to get the mother to regurgitate food so that they can sap it up. We got to stop playing games with these dog nuts. These people, they're out here, they're playing dumb. They know full well that these brain dead mutants are not loving, and they need us. They need us to call them out. They need somebody to call them out. Now, I know everybody remembers this one. Boy, oh boy, and this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one because this woman, she was just showering this mutt with affection, wasn't she? The vigorous scratches, rubbing all over its face, right? She got one hand under its chin, the other rubbing it on its back, and she's going in. Putting in a lot of energy, a lot of effort. Look at her scratching under the chin. She being so loving. Look at her. Just rub, rub, love, love, affection. And how does the dog respond? It bites her lip. It tries to bite her face off. Huh? Does it look like this dog was feeling the love? All that love that was being, showered onto this dog, all that affection, wasted. Wasted. I value the love and affection that I'm capable of giving. And the last thing I want to do is find out that it's not being received. If I find out that my affection and love is not being received, I am going to stop giving it. I'm not going to pretend that it is being received. And that is exactly what these dog nuts do. They consciously do this. Now, don't get me wrong. Many of them are so brainwashed and, let's go ahead and say it, dumb, that they actually do believe that the dog is receptive to affection. Right? This video is for you. Right? You know what else? That lady who was bitten in the face by that dog, she did an interview that I want to see if I can find here. She did an interview shortly after that happened. I think it was like 2 weeks. Here it is right here. It's about 2 weeks after the attack happened. She did this interview. It's very short. Now I want you to listen to what this dog nut had to say after this mutt bit her in the face in response to a whole boatload of love and affection that she was giving to that worthless, dumb, brainless mutant.
So many people have been bit by dogs, and so many people have written to me to tell me about it and talked about the hundreds of stitches in their face and how you can't even tell anymore. And I think it's great what 9 News has been doing this week, because we all think we know how to pet a dog, but no, we don't.
She said we all think we know how to pet a dog, but we don't.
I don't.
I don't.
Obviously.
Obviously. Why should there be some special way to pet a mutt? You ever think about that, Kyle? You notice how there's some special way to do everything when it comes to a dog? You got to move in a special way, talk. You got to stand up in a special way. You got to know how to do everything in a special way so that this mutant doesn't attack you. And you have to be a plumb idiot to be in love with something like that. Absolutely. Shout out to Charles D. Curry in the super chat. He said, the mutt gon' show you. I don't you. Who you think? Yeah. And the dogs, they look at these people as if the people themselves are dumb and brainless. I've seen it countless times. These dogs ignore these people for the most part. And when they do look at them, it's all like food beggary, or they're just looking at them like they don't know and they don't. These things don't know what you're doing. But yet they insist on showering these mutants with love and affection. No, I don't have an ad blocker. MF Doom. Yeah, legendary. Dump Dogs in the house. Annabelle. Lala in the building. All right. Mr. Ferreira in the building. Richard Monroe in the building. Now, let's continue with this dog nut. She is enlightening us to how she feels after her stupidity, her sheer stupidity, got her bit in the face.
You know, I don't, obviously. You know, by the end of that interview, it was just a fluke. I didn't see anything that threatened. I felt threatened. I didn't realize that I was threatening him.
Didn't realize that you were threatening him. You were showing it affection. And the mutt took it as a threat. It took it as you trying to exercise dominance over it. Because that's how these things think. It's all about domination. Are you trying to dominate me? These stupid mutts, they get scared of any and everything. They always think somebody out to try to attack them. Right? And it is a complete waste of your energy and time to be affectionate towards these brainless mutants.
Felt threatened. I didn't realize that I was threatening him. And it just happened. And, you know, I immediately got up because kind of the bite and a little bark were kind of instantaneous, and realized I was bleeding and left the set.
Oh my goodness. For someone to get attacked simply because they were being loving and affectionate is so demoralizing. It is so shameful, so embarrassing. And it should make you want to say out loud that you regret doing it. Does she get around to doing that?
Dog bites happen all the time. It just happened to me.
She said dog bites happen all the time. It just happened to me.
You
know, oh, it's just one of those things that happen. There's nothing you can do to stop dog bites, you know. It happens all the time. Today it just happened to me. Dog bites, dog attacks are self-imposed, you dog nuts. It's not something that just naturally occurs, you idiots. It's self-imposed. It's something that you bring on yourself. Did you not put your stupid face in that mutt's face? Did you not do that? Don't act like this is something natural that people cannot prevent. This is how these dog nuts try to project dog bites. As if it's like tornadoes. It's just a part of nature. You can't escape it. Oh, it's just as natural as a thunderstorm. No. That type of rhetoric is not going to fly here. Okay? You brought that onto yourself. Don't project it as if it's some type of natural thing.
A little bark were kind of instantaneous, and realized I was bleeding and left the set. Dog bites happen all the time. It just happened to me. You know, and everyone says, oh, well, you were too close to the dog. Well, I guess I was, you know, because this happened. So we've all learned.
Learn what? To stop being affectionate to dogs? As a dog nut, you see, they'll never say nothing like that. But it seems like that's what her unconscious mind wants to say. That's the only thing that makes sense.
This happened. So we've all learned a lot in the last 2 weeks.
What'd you learn? They never say the obvious. You notice that? Classic cult mentality. Cult members never state the obvious. Everything they say has to be in line with the rhetoric that brainwashed them. So you dare not say or suggest to people to stay away from pit bulls. You dare not say that.
So we've all learned a lot in the last 2 weeks. It's a shame that some negative stuff had to come out of this.
A shame that some negative stuff had to come out of this. No, it's a shame that you got bit in the face in response to you showering that mutt with love and affection. That's a shame. It's a shame that you actually believe that the dog was receptive to your affection. That's a shame. You're supposed to be an educated person, right? This woman obviously is a member of the educated class. She obviously holds degrees. And here you got people at the grassroots level, right here on this channel, laughing at you. We over here scratching our head wondering what your problem is. Why doesn't that embarrass you? Why doesn't it embarrass you? That's the shame. It's a shame that you believe dogs are receptive to affection.
It's a shame that some negative stuff had to come out of this. Because for me, it's really been, in this odd way, a positive experience. In this business, yes, what you look like is a lot.
In this business, what you look like is a lot. Yeah, and you could have just had your career ruined. That thing could have bit your entire upper lip off, like it did that young lady last year.
What this whole experience has taught me is that it's more than that.
What? Okay, now she's getting around to something. She's talking about what this experience has taught her. Let's hear what she has to say.
What this whole experience has taught me is that it's more than that. It may seem like a superficial business, but the people out there in Colorado are not superficial. The way that they've reached out to me and letting me know you're beautiful inside and out and all that.
Oh, so she learned that this is not a superficial business and that the viewers actually do care about you as a person. So, you learn that when you get your face bitten in half by a mutt on national TV, you learn that people are going to send you notes telling you that you're beautiful on the inside and out. That's what you learned? So you mean to tell me you did not learn that you're not supposed to stick your stupid face in a dog's face? You didn't even learn that? How could you not learn that lesson?
What this whole experience has taught me is that it's more than that. It may seem like a superficial business.
Duh, look at it. She never says anything about learning that she needs to stay away from these things. The most obvious answer possible never comes out of these people's mouths. That's your proof of brainwashery.
But the people out there in Colorado are not superficial. The way that they've reached out to me and letting me know you're beautiful inside and out and all that. And I just keep reading those letters and know that I'm going to heal. I don't know how quickly, but I will.
See how it's just accepted? I'm going to heal. I don't know how long, but I'll heal someday. I just accept it. Unbelievable. This is fascinating stuff. The depth, how deep these people are brainwashed. And they adhere to the rules and regulations of dog nuttery at all times. You never say anything negative about the dog. You never project the dog as a menace to society. You never point out how the dog is not receptive to love and affection. You only speak highly of the dog. And this is chalked up as an accident. Unbelievable.
I'm going to be better than ever. I'm bleeding, and it had to be on television. That's the first thing I thought.
That's the first thing you thought? Why wasn't the first thing you thought is, man, I shouldn't have did that? Oh, why did I do that? I knew I shouldn't have stuck my stupid face in the dog's face. Wow.
And my niece lives in Lithuania, and I'm bleeding, and it had to be on television. That's the first thing I thought.
That's the first thing you thought. Unbelievable.
And my niece lives in Lithuania, and it was in the newspaper in her small town in Lithuania. Can you believe that? No. Theirs has been a big learning experience, hasn't it, for journalism, local news? We become international. Yeah, just how quickly things spread, how people are able to react to things they see, start conversations that then news organizations address. I mean, there's so many different learning things that have come out of this.
These dog nuts are so crazy. They're so crazy. Human beings are very delicate organisms, especially compared to the teeth of a predator. If there's one thing we need to keep far away from us, is predators. All predators need to stay far away from us. And here they bring, of all predators, the ones that have mutated, that are hyper aggressive, that have tremendous size and killing capabilities. And what do they want to do with those predators? They want to sit up and pretend that it's a human. They want to pretend that it's a 2-year-old child. Let it inside their home and pretend, let it function like it's a human. Man, oh man. This is dog nuttery on steroids. So hopefully someday this woman wakes up and smells the Sanka and realizes that the only lesson that she learned is that she needs to stay away from dogs. I mean, at the very least, you didn't even learn that you need to keep your face out of a dog's face? Seriously? You know? Disturbing stuff. This is not love or affection. Dog nuts, take a good look at this dog nut. This dog doesn't feel anything. It doesn't feel loved or nothing stupid like that. These brain dead mutants, they simply do things. There's no thought or emotion behind it. Dogs live in the moment. The experts have even said this. You, the human, you are affectionate, not dogs. But these people don't care. They are happy to simply waste their love and affection on something that's not receptive to it. And like I said, like many people said, if you're going to do that, why not get a stuffed teddy bear? It's soft and cuddly, and it's not going to attack you. Right? What's wrong with a stuffed teddy bear? It doesn't understand what you're saying, just like a dog. Right? It's exactly the same as a dog, only it doesn't urinate, defecate, bark, carry around parasites. It doesn't carry all the negative traits of a dog. How about this? Where these people just gathered around in a circle and took turns rubbing on this goofy looking, stinking mutant. Engaged in straight up dog worship nuttery. Look at her. She's rubbing it. She's being affectionate. Gently rubbing the dog. Yes, she is. This is love. Love and affection. Look at her. Oh, you see how the more affectionate she became, the dog became more agitated. That's exactly what she gets. That's exactly. And the dog bit her as she started to lean her face and put her stupid face in the dog's face. That's exactly what you get. You big dummy. You big dummy. Man. Oh, there is nothing sweeter than a stupid person, dealing with the repercussions of their stupidity. What is this? You raise a dog with love, it still attacks you. You show a dog love and affection, it still attacks you. It's not receptive to any of it. Right? Brooklyn, she tried it, didn't work. Not long ago, a woman was killed by her own dogs. We clearly saw that she was very affectionate toward the dog. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whole bunch of comments popped up all at once. Man, my software is so ghetto. Y'all got to forgive me. Ashara in the house. Annabelle. It's Bennett in the house. Creeper in the house. Richard Monroe. Yes, sir. Jupiter. Ashley back in the building. Gling in the building. Yeah, did you see that? And the more affectionate she got, the more that dog wanted to bite her. Jared the dog slayer in the building. What's going on here? Very important subject, at least in my opinion, because they hang their hat on this belief that these mutants are receptive to love. Oh, they're so loving, angelic beings. Gather around and rub the dog. Tiffany Frangione has had both dogs since they were puppies. Wow. Wow. So she had been showing these dogs affection since they were puppies. Listen, I can guarantee you this woman was not beating these dogs. I can guarantee you she was not being abusive toward these dogs. Throughout the dog's life, both of them, they received nothing but love and affection from this woman. We all know that. How'd they respond? Killed her. Killed her. Incredible stuff. Following the incident, her husband handed the dogs over to the shelter, set to be killed on Monday. Frangione was a devoted mother to her two puppies. Y'all see that? Proudly posting photos of them on social media and even creating Instagram profiles for both of them. Man, oh, she loved these dogs. She loved them to death. Considered herself a dog mom. Raised them from puppies. And they still killed her. And like I pointed out, it had to have taken a long time for her to die. These dogs never stopped and thought to themselves, no, I'm killing my owner. The one who loves me, who has shown love and affection to me all my life. That never entered the dogs' minds. They killed her slowly. Like I said, dog nuts, predators can't love. Predators cannot love. That would go against their very survival. Yeah, they killed her. Yeah, they killed her. That will go against their very survival. They can't be emotional creatures like that. Their survival depends on them killing other organisms. So they cannot feel remorse. And that's a fact. And you can tell by how they behave. I went over a bunch of stories on a video I made a while ago, where I went over the cases where dogs would eat their owners after their owners would die inside the home. These dogs would eat their owners, right? And they would start with their owner's face. Think about that. Now, it's been proven that dogs recognize their owner's face. They've actually proven this. And each time these people died inside of their homes with their dog, the dog would not only eat them, it would start with their face. Does that sound like an animal that is receptive to love and affection to you? No. These mutants didn't care not one bit. Now, here's the video for those who haven't seen it. I actually uploaded it August 30th, 2018. Man, I've been doing this for a while. It's got nearly 20,000 views so far. Here, let me post it here in the chat room. Get a chance, check it out. I forget that there's so many videos. There's a lot of stuff that a lot of people haven't gotten around to listening to yet. But on that video, I go over, and there's a bunch of stories. I go over these stories where people died inside of their homes. Here, let me pin that, actually. Let me pin that to the top. Where these people died inside of their homes and their dogs ate them. Not only that, the dogs that ate them, they had access to dog food. They had access to dog food, and they preferred to eat their owners instead. So no, I know what your dog nut's thinking. You're thinking, well, the dog didn't have any food to eat, so that's why it ate its owner. No, they had access to dog food, and they preferred to eat their owner because their owner tastes better. Their owner is warm, right? This is fresh meat. So, dog nuts. Do you really want to try to argue that these are loving creatures? Emotional creatures? No, they are not. No, they are not. No matter how much emotion you show towards them. These are heartless, cold, remorseless beings that cannot love. Mutants that doesn't know anything about love and affection. Stop wasting your time. Wasting your time. Why don't you give that energy, love, and affection to a human that is receptive to it? And that brings me to my next point. Stick to your own kind, just like all other animals do. Just like all other organisms do. They stick to their own kind. You don't see elephants trying to be a giraffe mom, trying to be giraffe parents. You don't see elephants opting to raise baby giraffes rather than raise baby elephants. Yes, dog nuts, you are so backwards that your behavior, you function on a lower level than wild animals on this planet. Even the wild animals on this planet have more basic decency. They function properly in this world, unlike you. And of course, you're not embarrassed by that. It's like everything about nature is hated. People just want to buck nature non-stop. It's like they hate everything that's natural and don't respect anything that's natural. We stick to our own kind. We have our own unique form of communication, just like every other species on this planet. And only their own kind is receptive to it. And we need to take some pride. I won't say we, you dog nuts, need to take pride in how unique human beings are. Love and affection is something that you should value. You should cherish it, protect it, and you should not be willing to waste it on something that's not receptive. How brainless and primitive for you to simply pretend that a dog is receptive to your love and affection. What a waste of your existence. I mean, it just does not get any more backwards than that. And it's very unfortunate that that does not embarrass you. Very unfortunate. Yes. Occasionally animals will foster other. Yeah, I've seen that. How occasionally animals will foster other animals. Yeah, but they don't seek it out as a substitute. Exactly. And it's very far and few in between. Right? It's very rare. It's an exception, not the rule. Whereas here we have half our population or whatever really substituting human kids for dogs. You won't see this type of lunacy in any other organism on this planet, only among dog nuts. They have raised the bar of stupidity to a level that not even wild animals on this planet can match. This is embarrassing. You dog nuts, you are embarrassing. And you need to stop it. You need to cut it out. Right? Let's get it together here. Stick to your own kind. Appreciate the fact that humans are receptive to affection and give your affection only to other humans. Man. Now, I might come back on later to do another live stream. As you can see, I still got a bunch of stuff I need to talk about. And the number of slides here is getting ridiculous. And I'm just now noticing, okay, I'm getting almost 350 slides. It's getting ridiculous. So I need to go ahead and cover this stuff. I don't want to cover it all in one live stream. What is this, Saturday night? I know a lot of people might want to go out, hang out, right? But just be on the lookout. I'll probably jump back on here later on tonight in about 5-6 hours. Okay, but I definitely wanted to focus in on that. Shout out to Bayou Raptor who gave me the idea for this short stream. There's absolutely no reason. It is insulting for us to waste precious energy. Precious energy. Our love and affection is precious. It literally helps to evolve us. They did that study, I shared it before, that proved, and it's pretty much common knowledge, that kids who are raised with love and affection have greater intelligence when they grow up. It literally enhances our intelligence. Okay? It's not something that you want to waste, to take for granted, to pretend as if a dog is receptive to it. No. Shout out to Charles D. Curry in the super chat. He said, when I showed that video where that church was sharing the association with Jesus with a dog, yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And they know full well that they are referencing to the dog with those Bible verses. It's a wrap. These people literally psychologically associate dogs with Jesus. It don't get any more dog nutterish than that. All right, so big shout out to all of you. I hope you are all staying safe and healthy this weekend. And I will see you all on the next live stream as we continue with this crusade against these worthless mutants and their enabling owners.